Some TV, the pulse of the nation.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do you do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Welcome to the broadcast of News Hour on Some TV, the pulse of the nation. You can follow us on Facebook at Some TV and on YouTube at Some TV Live. Now the major headlines. APC denies granting automatic tickets to all National Assembly members, labels report as fake news. US-based Nigerian returnee killed, wife abducted in Imo State ambush as Chief of Army Staff Oluyede relocates to Benue to lead response against herdsmen attacks. Anambra Security Forces arrest suspected arms supplier to IPOB and ESN Project Nigeria Civil Security Market to surpass $345 million by 2029. I am Esther Oka-Steven. Now the news in full. The All Progressive Congress APC has denied reports claiming it has granted automatic ticket to all current National Assembly members, calling the claim fake news. In a statement on Tuesday, APC's National Publicity Secretary, Felix Moka, urged members of the public to disregard the false report, which he said did not originate from the party. Moka warned that the misinformation was deliberately spread to mislead and disrupt the party's nomination process. He affirmed that official discussion would be announced through verified channels. Gunmen on Sunday evening killed a United States-based Nigerian returnee and abducted his wife in Umuguma, Owerri West local government area of Imo State. The victim, a U.S. soldier from Ihiala in Anambra State, was visiting a property site near Golden Estate in a Toyota Highlander SUV alongside his wife and land agent when they were ambushed by masked assailant suspects to be herdsmen. The attackers shot the man after he initially attempted to flee and abducted his wife, escaping into a nearby forest. The victim's body and vehicle were left at the scene, while others present sustained injuries. Police spokesperson Erin Okoye confirmed the incident, stating that the Commissioner of Police has ordered a full investigation. As of reporting time, no contact had been made regarding the adopted woman. The attack was heightened fear in Umuguma and surrounding communities, prompting security agencies to urge caution among land buyers and residents and to report suspicious activities to authorities. In a related development, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, Chief of Army Staff, has relocated to Makurdi, Benue State, in response to the ongoing crisis. Let's take a brief commercial break. We'll be right back. Don't change the channel.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do you do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised. When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do you do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Welcome back. Evangelist Lydia Idoko, President of Faith Women Fellowship Ministry, has urged Nigerian leaders to prioritize the well-being of the masses and fulfill their promises, noting that leadership positions are temporary. Speaking during the ministry's 39th anniversary in Benue State, she emphasized the importance of empathy, transparency, and prayer for national transformation. The event was dedicated to intercessors for leaders and the country, with Idoko expressing faith in divine intervention and encouraging Christians to embrace sincerity and purity of heart. Still on insecurity, security forces in Anambra State have arrested Emeka Omenife, suspected of supplying arms to the banned indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and Eastern Security Network, ESN. On May 29th, Omenife was caught on the Asaba-Onitsha Expressway with a truck carrying over 164,000 live cartridges. He confessed to being part of a syndicate transporting ammunition from Ghana to Nigeria from these groups. Following his confession, his compliance, Uchenna Obiara was arrested on 30th May at the Onitsha-Awka toll gate while waiting ammunition delivery. Both suspects are now in custody of the Department of State Service for interrogation. NITDA projects Nigerian cyber security market will exceed $345 million by 2029, up from over $207 million in 2024. The group is driven by the booming digital economy, which contributed over 17% to GDP in 2024. With increased broadband access and 5G expansion, Nigeria has become Africa's top start-up hub. The government is also advancing initiatives like the 3 Million Tech Talent Program to train youth and boost digital security. An individual has been hospitalized after falling from Cocoa House, a 26-story building located in Ibadan, Oyo State. The incident was confirmed at a statement issued on Monday by Victor Oyetoro, Head of Branding and Communications at Udwa Investment Company Limited, while the identity and gender of the victims were not disclosed. Oyetoro stated that the company's emergency response team acted swiftly and the individual was taken to the University College Hospital for urgent medical attention. He added that the company is cooperating fully with relevant authorities as investigations into the incident continues, and further updates will be provided as more details emerge. The Enugu State government has begun a therapy and rehabilitation of 13-year-old Ukamaka Okonkwo, recently rescued from captivity by the suspected kidnapper and ritualist in Ezioguluku councils. Commissioner of Children, Gender Affairs and Social Development, Ngozi Enya, said Governor Peter Umba approved the rehabilitation to help Ukama recover from her trauma. The government will provide counseling and therapy before reintegrating her into society and has awarded her a scholarship covering her education through university. The government also visited the family of the kidnapping victim who died and pledged to continue pursuing justice, having demolished the property linked to the crimes. Security agencies are working to apprehend remaining suspects. National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu has urged Nigerians to stop paying ransom to kidnappers, warning that such payments fuel further criminal activities. Ribadu made the remark while receiving over 60 rescued kidnapping victims in Kaduna, emphasizing that government forces have never paid ransom and that giving money only encourages more kidnapping. Despite these warnings, critics highlight widespread distrust in security agencies, with many families feeling forced to pay ransom due to slow or ineffective rescue efforts. Recent report shows Nigeria pays over 2.23 trillion naira in ransom from May 2023 to April 2024. Security forces have rescued thousands of hostage and neutralized terrorists, but kidnappings remains frequent, with many victims held for months. Experts call for stronger intelligence, coordination, and proactive military measures to end the kidnapping crisis, rather relying on ransom payment. The 6th National Council on Power meeting in Maiduguri focused on strengthening Nigeria's power sector's reform, especially in the northeast. Key actions include boosting grid stability, workforce training, renewable energy expansion, and infrastructure improvement. The councils emphasized collaboration between government agencies, targeted subsidies, and regulatory reforms to enhance market efficiency and ensure sustainability energy access across the country. The Debt Management Office has opened subscription for 2 federal government savings bond price at 1,000 naira per unit. The bond maturing in June 2027 and June 2028 28 offer annual interest rates of 16.121% and 17.121% respectively. Targeted at retail investors, the bond offers quarterly interest payments and full repayment at maturity. Despite weak interest in short-term bonds, the government continues to rely on domestic borrowing, having raised nearly 1,940 billion naira in yearly 2025 to help fund a 13 trillion naira budget deficit. Nigerian textile manufacturers have raised concerns as Benin Republic rapidly positions itself as West African textile hub, attracting major investment and international buyers. At the center of this shift is the Glo Derby Industrial Zone near Cotonou, developed by UAE-based Arise in partnership with the Beninese government. The zone is expected to draw $1.4 billion in investment and create 300,000 jobs by 2030. Benin, already African top cottons producer, is benefiting from trade advantage under AGOA and EU agreements, making it a preferred sourcing destination amid global trade tensions. Experts say the region, including Ghana and Togo, is becoming a hotspot for large-scale apparel production. Industry leaders urge Nigerians to respond by developing world-class industrial zone and boosting non-oil exports. The federal government moved to revive its textile sector and establish a textile board is seen as a timely step in this direction. The federal government will train 100,000 artisans in 2025 under the Skill Up Artisan Super Program to upgrade their skills to international standards. Managed by the Industrial Training Fund (ITF), the initiative built on last year's training of 29,000 artisans and aimed to eliminate quackery while boosting dignity in manual trade. Artisans are urged to take advantage of the program for improved livelihood. The National Onion Producers, Processors and Marketers Association of Nigeria has arrested a suspect in Kano State for allegedly possessing counterfeit onion seed. According to NOPPMAN President Alhaji Aliyu Issa, the circulation of fake seed has caused major losses for farmers nationwide. The association is working with security agencies, the Sokoto Agricultural Development Project, and the National Horticultural Research Institute to test the seeds and pursue legal action if necessary. The crackdown aimed to protect farmers and restore trust in the onion value chain. The suspect Jafaru denied distributing the seed but agreed to face legal consequences if found guilty. Delta State Governor Sheriff Oberivori has warned that commissioners who fail to deliver results will be removed from office regardless of rumor about the full cabinet shakeup. Speaking during the inauguration of new commissioners' quarters in Asaba, Oberivori stressed that only performance, not lobbying or gossip, will secure anyone's position. He emphasized the need for initiative and visibility among executive members, adding that ministry performance will reflect directly on its commissioners. The governor also outlined plans to commission ongoing projects across the state with a focus on transparency. Commissioner for Finance Fidelis Tilije and Housing Commissioner Godknows Angela thanked the governor for supporting the new housing project and called for further improvement. The Niger State chapter of the Christian Association of Nigeria has extended condolences to the residents of Mokwa local government area following the recent flood disaster. Speaking on behalf of the Christian community, CAN chairman and Catholic Bishop of Kantagora Diocese, Most Reverend Dr. Bulus Dowa Yohana, and has expressed sympathy for families affected by the tragedy and pledged continued prayers and support. He also commended both federal and state government for mobilizing relief through relevant agencies and urged residents to remain resilient and united in recovery efforts. The Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation and the Best Strategic PR will host the 3rd Nigerian Excellence Award in Public Service to honor individuals and groups who have significantly contributed to public service and national development. The award recognizes innovations, leadership, and commitment to improving public service